must-haves video. It's basically just a list of products that I like to use throughout the summer to help me get through those hot, humid days and to help my makeup last longer and stay fresh. So yeah, if you want to know what I am using this summer, just stay tuned. Okay, so first I like to use a moisturizer before I even begin my makeup regimen. So depending on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, if it's just a regular day, I'll use my Olay Complete Moisturizer, and it has an SPF of 15. So this is good just for like not when I'm going to be out for a long period of time, or not when I'm going to be, you know, at the camp, because I do work at a summer camp instructing dance. So this is an option for just like nights, or if I'm just going to the mall, to the movies, or something like that where I'm going to be indoors mostly, I'll use this moisturizer. If I am working and I'm at camp, or I know I'm going to be outside, or I'm at the beach, or I'm at the pool just hanging out, then I will use my Neutrogena Ultra-Sheer Dry Touch Sunblock with an SPF of 70. And both of these do not clog my pores. This one, is this one oil free? I don't think this one's oil free, but this one's oil free. It's waterproof, it's sweat proof, and it's PABA free. So yeah, all that stuff. Neither one of these clog my pores, and neither one of these give me more oil than is necessary. So I like both of these. Okay, so now for face primer. I like to use Smashbox Photofinish Light during the summer. I used to use the regular Smashbox one, but I just don't like the feel of it. This one's a lot more light on the skin, especially for the summer. I don't want to feel like I have anything on my skin, because it's already hot, the sun's beaming down, I'm sweating, and then I have like a bajillion pounds of makeup on. I don't like that feeling. So this is really good if you don't like the feeling of a primer, especially since I usually put this on after I moisturize, so I already have moisturizer on, and then putting a heavy primer on it's too much. So this is good. Next is my tinted moisturizer, and I have two that I like to use throughout the summer. The first one is Smashbox Sheer Focus Tinted Moisturizer in medium. This is oil free, and it has an SPF of 15, so that is good. And I like to use this during the day just because it's easy to apply with my fingers, and it doesn't give as much coverage as the next one. This is the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer with an SPF of 20, and it's oil free. This gives a lot more coverage than my Smashbox one, so I tend to use this on like special occasions and going out, summer nights, summer evenings out with the girls or something like that, dates. So yeah, this is really good if you want a tinted moisturizer that's going to give more coverage than the usual one. So I would definitely recommend this. And this is in Walnut, by the way, and it fits me perfectly. And I don't apply this one with my fingers because the consistency of this is kind of thick, so I apply it with my MAC 189. Next is concealer, and I like to use a really light concealer in the summertime, if I do use a concealer at all. Sometimes I just don't even feel like applying one. So if I do use a concealer, it's the YSL Touche Eclat, and it's in number 4. And I mentioned this in my Beauty Buys video. It's just a click pen application, and it's really creamy and really light, so I wouldn't suggest this for people who have like serious under eye circles, because this wouldn't really cover anything. But it is good if you don't have serious eye circles and you just want a light coverage for the summer. This is a really good product. Alright, next is primer for my lid, and I use two kinds. I have extremely oily lids, so I have to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion to matte out my the oil in my crease. What am I saying? I have to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion to prevent the oils on my lids, especially in the summer when they get a lot more oilier. So this is one of the primers or bases that I like to use. Another base I like to use for my eyelids is Color Bases. MAC has their paint pots, and this one happens to be in Rubenesque, and I have one in Bare Study and one in Constructivist, and I love those for the summer. Sometimes I just use them by themselves, or I will apply it like under an eyeshadow, and it just gives that like a new look to the eyeshadow basically. Another color base is my NYX Jumbo eye pencils, and this goes with the same idea. Sometimes I just pop this on my lid, or I will use it under an eyeshadow. Next is mascara, and I know in the summer I guess you're supposed to use waterproof mascara because you sweat and all that kind of stuff and you go swimming. I can't get down with waterproof mascara. It has alcohol in it, and it really dries out my eyelashes, and I want to keep my eyelashes long and healthy, so I just don't use waterproof mascara at all. But I do use MAC Opulash, and the reason why I use this is because it's a lot drier than like MAC Zoom Lash and Lancome Hypnose Drama. It gives like that glossy finish. This isn't going to give you that glossy finish, and so it's not going to smudge. It's not going to really move. It kind of just stays on your lashes. It will flake towards the end of the day, but I'd rather that than my mascara smudging everywhere because I've been sweating. Alright, so next is cheeks, and in the summertime I tend to stay away from powdered blush just because, I don't know, I like being glowy and dewy, and I feel like cream blushes and like liquid highlighters are a lot better than powder blushes. So I'll use a cream blush like Stila's Convertible color. Stila Convertible color in Petunia. Sorry, I don't want to blind you guys. I use this quite a bit. I also use Tarte's ECOcheek. I use it as a blush and as a highlight. Like today I just used it as a highlight on my cheekbone. And it looks like this. It's a really pretty color. Another highlight I like to use is MAC's Lustre Drops in Bronze Hero. This gives me a really amazing glow. It looks like I have a tan even though I don't. And another option is the Strobe Liquid Lotion. This is also by MAC, and I like to use this over top of my Tinted Moisturizer, and it just gives like a nice kind of glow to the cheekbone. Another summer must-have is bronzer, and I don't really use bronzer all over my face. I tend to just use it on my cheeks, and this is Sweet as Cocoa, which is actually a MAC blush, and I absolutely love it. It has like these golds, I kind of want to say amber sparkles, that's not right, amber glitter or amber, I don't know, it just gives a really nice glow to the skin, if you can see that. And I have it on my cheeks today, just on the apples of my cheeks, and blend it out. Another product that is my summer must-have is lip stuff, and I tend not to use lip glosses in the summer because, I don't know, it's just not right when it's hot outside and like your lips get sticky, and then it's just, I don't know, especially if I'm like in the city and I'm like showing somebody around or something, or I'm just out there and it's hot or there's a festival going on, I definitely don't use lip gloss. So I'll use like MAC's lip conditioner. This one's just the clear one, but I have it in a few other colors, which is really good to have. It also has an SPF of 15 in it, which is really good because your lips can get sunburned. Another option is the L'Oreal Hip High Intensity Pigment Jelly Balms, and these are fairly new. I have it in Delectable and Plush. So I have a pink one and then kind of like a tangerine orangey colored one. These are amazing. They don't have an SPF though, but they're a lot more moisturizing and giving a nice tint of color to the lip than regular lip gloss. And last but not least is my Fix Plus, and this really helps in seal my makeup for the day. So I always have to use this in the summertime. It gives me a nice, fresh kind of dewy look to the skin. I don't like using dewy because with dewy I always think oily, but I can't think of another word for it. So yeah, I really love MAC's Fix Plus. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I zoomed through it, but I had a lot to get through in 10 minutes or less. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!